All right, people, welcome back to the channel. Here to bring you the player ratings as I promised. For that debacle, for that absolute collapse that we just witnessed at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal nil, Brighton 3. Let me repeat that again. Arsenal nil, Brighton 3. Jesus Christ, bro. Listen, let's get into it, man. Aaron Ramsdale, 4. I'm gonna give him a 4. I don't think he was more or less at fault for the goals per se, but I think he could have done better in the first goal. Definitely 100%. I think he could have done better in all goals, to be honest with you. Aaron Ramsdale, bro, you know what? He's been fantastic for us this season. But yeah, today shocking as pretty much the rest of the team. 4. Ben White, oh, Jesus Christ, Ben White. It's probably his worst game in an Arsenal shirt. I'll be real. I'll be honest. I'm gonna give Benny Blanco a 2. I think he was run ragged today. I think Brighton had a game plan that suited whoever was on Ben White's side, in Caesar, whoever it was. And bro, he just couldn't keep up. But I, 2. Jakub Kivior, I'm gonna give him a 4. I think the defense was poor overall, but I don't think he was the worst. I don't think he was completely at fault. He had poor moments, yes, indeed, but that was actually you can attribute that to the rest of the defense. And overall, I think he tried. He was one of the players that you could see that he was trying to just play his natural game, but it just didn't work out. I'm gonna give him a 4. Gabriel Magalhaes, I'm gonna give him a 4 as well. Gabriel Magalhaes trying to do what Gabriel does, but at times too rash, at times not aggressive enough, and just sometimes holding on to the ball too much. He needs to release some passes a bit quicker. Sometimes I feel like he just holds on to the ball too much, man. He's just poor overall. I'm gonna give him a 4. And Tini, I'm gonna give him a 5 because I think Tini, he's one of those players that comes across very industrious, like he's working hard. So he doesn't look completely poor on a pitch, but I think he could have done better in many moments. But overall, I think he did have some last ditch clearances, and he did cover quite a few times for his defensive teammates. So I'm going to give him slightly higher. I'm going to give him a 5. Jorginho, I'm going to give him a 5. Huffed and puffed in the midfield for the first half until eventually the 37th minute, until Brighton scored or wherever it was. But yeah, I'm going to give him a standard 5. Xhaka, I'm going to give him a 4. I think that was one of his poorest games. The passes couldn't come through. Nothing Xhaka did today was working in the first half. Rightfully so, subbed off, and yeah, he was just, bro. It was like watching the Xhaka of past years. He gets a 4. Martin Odegaard, oh my god, Captain Martin Odegaard. What happened today, bro? What happened? This guy had 2 key moments where he could have made a difference. One was the pass; he could have just laid it straight to Gabriel Jesus when we conceded, when we dispossessed Brighton high up the pitch, and Gabriel Jesus was literally just there. This guy decides to do the whole back pass to Saka, who's trying to overlap him. I was thinking to myself, why would you overcomplicate this move? It makes zero sense. Martin Odegaard was so poor today, and then there was another chance. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, he gets a 2 for me. Went missing, and of course he's always going to be subbed off. Rightfully so, man. So disappointed in his performance because he's been one of the best players we've had this season. And when we need him to turn up, we it's mad. Like, you turned up last week away to Newcastle at St James's Park, where it's a more hostile ground, and it's just like, raw. What happened today, bro? You're at the Emirates. You should be firing on all cylinders. You should be galvanizing your players to play better. 2, he gets a 2 for me. He was poor. He was the worst player for me on the pitch. I'm not gonna lie to you, lot. Saka for me gets a 5. I think Saka tried a bit more. You could tell he was trying a bit more. There was elements of his game that kind of came back from what we see in terms of the best version of Saka. Him beating players a little bit more in this game and trying to make those kind of runs and trying to go in on the overlap. But it just didn't work out in terms of shots and concrete chances being made by him. But I think he did have a better game overall as opposed to the last few games. So he gets a 5. Martinelli gets a standard 5. I don't think he did enough in terms of to the point where where the game started and he got injured. I think Martinelli would have been a difference. I think he would have been the lethal threat. And because we lost him and Leandro Trossard, yeah, I just feel like Leandro Trossard felt like, yeah. Anyways, I'll get to him. So he gets a 5. Martinelli. Gabriel Jesus for me gets a 5. I felt like to give him a 4, but you know what? I know how hard it is. I know how tough it is when you're playing a centre forward role and you got, you getting these long balls, getting uh, uh coming your way, and you have to hold your ground against people like Duncan that, and they just nibbling at you, and it's frustrating. It's very, very annoying. And then when you actually get chances to score, um, you can have your focus completely elsewhere. You're really frustrated at how the game's going, and yeah, but he did try. He does try, and he tried to give his teammates an impetus, from a vocal standpoint, but it just didn't work out. So for me, I feel like to give him a four, but I think he fought a bit more than some other players that went completely missing. So therefore, I'm gonna give him a five. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll keep Jesus on a five. Subs Nelson gets a five. I think he tried. That shot that he let go, bro. Oh my goodness, man, bro. On Arsenal, and when we're losing, it's just when it rains, it pours, bro. No shots can't get on target. It's all very close. It's all a dream. It's all a fucking dream. Party for me gets a five as well. Huffed and puffed, but no real breakthrough, and then just giving fouls away and whatnot. So it's just a catastrophe, bro. Anyways, and Emil Smith Rowe, he gets for me for Emil Smith Rowe for me gets, I would say he gets a four. Yeah, he gets a four. I think I missed out a player which was Trossard, because obviously Trossard came in for Martinelli. Trossard was probably one of the worst players for me, not just because of that poor ball that led to the goal, but overall I just think his game was off. I just feel like yeah, it wasn't it, man. Trossard for me, he gets a four. And Mikel Arteta, finally for me, Mikel Arteta gets a three. I think ultimately you expected Trossard to start. I think a lot of people expected Trossard to start. He didn't start. He went with Martinelli and Saka, the trusted sort of trio with Jesus. But you could sometimes just give it a bit of variation, bro. You could have just benched Gabriel Jesus for this game, and then you could have, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just need to. He's playing against his old team. Like it's bro. It's so like. And then when we're losing, he has zero answers. He has no answers to be able to get us some sort of new energy, get us going, and go for the actual kill, go for the equalizer. That he's seeing his team hold meaningless possession. Arsenal hold so much meaningless possession sometimes. It's like it's so frustrating to watch, bro. But I know this team's young and whatnot, and this team is growing. Listen, from this point onwards, I don't even care. I don't even care if we win these next two games. Like it's done, it's over. Of course, we need to win the games, finish as high as possible, the most points as possible. But it really has no riding into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. City have got the title is there. If you don't watch the City game today, then that was a title winning performance in terms of like, yes, we got it. You even saw Pep Guardiola doing all of this, two more, two more. It ain't two more. The title's done, bro. And he's probably telling them we're gonna lift the trophy in two more games, and then we see where we are in the Champions League. And I actually, to a certain extent, I want them to kind of do it. I want them to do the treble so it can kind of shut up Man United and Man United fans, and definitely want them to beat Man United in the FA Cup, because Man United fans are now talking about they had a better season than Arsenal because they won the Carabao Cup. It just shows the levels of standards and how low you got to stoop sometimes to be able to make yourself feel better, Man United fans. But listen, the reason why I'm not super ranting and going crazy like before is because I've already kind of succumbed to the concept that yeah, we weren't going to win the title. It is what it is. Let the boys get over the line. All of the points that we can pick up, we can pick up. It was 100% certain and true that we was always going to drop points, and we're dropping mad points. Like that's why my thumbnail for this video, for my reaction video, it's got the statistics in the last 7 games, like 2 wins in the last 7 games. It tells you all you need to know. It's not title winning form. It's not title winning football. And that's about that. That's that, people. That's the player ratings. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you lot in the next one. Peace.